What up, everybody? It's your girl July from Kickback Couture. Today I'm gonna show you how I organize my sound library. So what we're gonna do is jump into Finder. If you're on a Windows computer, I think it's just called Documents or Folder. It's been a long time. Anyways, this is my sound library right here. It has its own folder on my hard drive also. So right here, my Glyph 2 terabyte, which I've done a video on that. If you're interested, you can go check it out. But yeah, here's my sound library. It's organized by, as you can see, bass, construction kit, drum, contact, producer grind has their own folder. Then I got refills, and I got regroove samples, or regroove refills. Then I have samples, sound effects, sound fonts, source samples. So source samples would be things I use for creating presets and synths. Synth presets here, these are presets from different companies. Now obviously you see all these folder names, so how I organize them inside is by company. So for example, bass. If I open up my bass, it's all organized by company. Illmind, drum and bass Asylum, Reason Electric Bass, and that's Reason Studios, but I put it there so I could find it easier because there might be a lot of Reason Studio files laying around. Studio Link VST, track kit, and another good example would be drums. So I got these organized by breaks, one shots, and then this is a particular company with some refills. I don't use them often, so I keep them separated so I know they're there. Stand out more so. Contact banks. Any contact banks I have will be here, and then all the producer ground stuff I have is in here. Another one I like to show specifically is refills. So this is organized by company. 008, Big Fish Audio, Detune Eyes, DNA Labs, and so on. All organized by company, and if I go inside, they all have their correct names on them. Another thing that would probably show hierarchy a little better would be so like things I got from the prop shop, I try to separate just a little bit if I know I don't use them often. So Exode is in here, glitches and zaps, Reason Pianos, Reason Studios Holiday Refill, Factory Bank Extension. Let's go ahead and check out my drums. So one shot specifically give you a better look at how I do my hierarchy. So for example, let's go into Drum Broker, and it's gonna go by so Drum Broker is a company, then it would go by creator, right? So Jake 1, which is empty at the moment, it must have been a file transfer issue. Eric Jackson, Cardiac, all my Cardiac files are gonna be here. Shot Money. Another example would be, let's go Trap Camp. All my Trap Camp banks are here, right? Organized by the bank or the pack name. So I could find the pack name if I want it. And then aside from that, everything inside of those is organized exactly how they wanted it to be organized. I didn't change anything about it there. So just a hierarchy idea. It's basically organized by type. So it'd be like bass, drums, refill, etc. The drums are typically WAV files. In here, I keep all my refills in one spot, and everything else is separated. Alright, so in Reason, I have everything organized as well. Few tips I have: go through and take screenshots of all of your plugins. If I click on any of these drop downs, you'll see I have screenshots of all of my plugins. The reason I say to do this is so that you take mental inventory of all the plugins you have. Alright, now when I did this, I took mental inventory of all the plugins I have, so I know what plugins I can use so they're not collecting digital dust. And I also got rid of plugins that were just trials, stuff I'll never use again. And that way I was able to free up a ton of space on my computer. Same with the effects. I took pictures of everything, screenshots that is. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, for example, if I was to drag this in, the screenshot here is what I'm talking about. Screenshot, and this is what Reason keeps in the browser so that you can see what the plugin looks like on the face. Alright, so my utilities are the same way, if there are any VSTs here, and my players. And I also deleted some rack extensions that I never use, just to clean up my context menus. Now, there's always going to be a lot of stuff here because I have a lot of stuff, but it helps when there's not stuff that I never click on there. It just makes it cleaner, and if I wanted something that I deleted, I could go back and get it, but it's very rare that I want something that I never used. Sometimes if I'm experimenting, I might go download 2 or 3 and then delete them if I feel like they don't have any use in the future. Alright, now next I do have my go-to drums here and a favorites folder here. So my sound library, quick access on the side of the browser, and then you could create another favorites list if you want to there. I have some quick tip videos you could check out that'll help you speed up your workflow and Reason if you want to. There's part 1 and 2, so you could check those out too. So yeah, my go-to drums, and then I got my go-to instruments. These are some VST plugins that I always grab. Keep me super creative, so it's really easy to be able to just grab them right away as opposed to having to remember the company name. It's very helpful for me to have these screenshots here, which is why I say take screenshots of your plugins. And I got my effects too, right? And then I got some Vox plugins, and then down here these are all of my drum kits and my preset banks, which you can all access via my site and purchase, right? So drum kits at the top and my preset banks are below that, right? And I got some MIDI kits down there as well. Now, as far as how I got these icons here, I get a lot of questions about it. So I do it on a Mac. I don't know how you would do it on a Windows, so you'd have to do some Googling for that. Otherwise, let's right click and show in Finder. Electric, right? So in order to do this, this is the folder right here that's in my Reason browser on the left hand side. I go to get info, and this is where I would put the picture right here. So this is the JPEG, so open it up, JPG, edit, copy, I'll close it, and then I can Command V to paste it on here, in which case it's already there, so I can't paste it. But that's how I get the image there. Normally it would be a folder, like for example this right here, get info, so I can paste it here and it would change that image, which I don't want because that has nothing to do with this folder. Alright, so that's how I get the little pictures in my browser on the left hand side. That is basically all I wanted to show you. So just to recap, everything is done in terms of a hierarchy of type and then company and then that specific pack, and in that pack it's arranged usually however the company wanted to arrange it. And then I take screenshots of all of my plugins, right? And this is for Reason, of course. It's something like Ableton. I have different favorites lists of the plugins I would like to use, similar to my drums, go to instruments, go to effects. And by Ableton I meant live. I know some people are stuck up and they have to be very technical with the words they use, but you know what I meant, right? Anyways, other than that, yeah, favorites lists are important. Favorites lists are important, and I got the little icons on here for easy recognition as well. So it helps to have the name, and it also helps to have a picture. And these are all mine. So if you have any questions, drop them down below. I'll be responding to comments. It's all culture, kickback, and cook up.